Impromptu live streams, no planning, just a sudden final decision, giri, as we say in Japanese, right at the last minute. Why not? How you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse, and Spidey. Oh, where is it? This side. Spidey. Isn't he cool? Hope you're good. Hope you're genki. I'm getting there. I'm not too bad, thanks. It's a red hot day again today. We've got thunderstorm warnings, so who knows what's going to happen with that. But I just thought I would do, as I say, I feel like I've not been doing YouTube that much recently. I've kind of lost a bit of my mojo. Not only YouTube mojo, but comic book mojo too. So this is Gray's attempt to try and get it back. Bring it back, baby. Okay, just checking the audio. All sounds good. All is good. All is klar. So yeah, just going to have a bit of a chat about comics. Try and genki myself up. If you're in there in the chat, do drop a comment. It'd be great to hear from you. As always, I appreciate anyone watching and watching the replay. Great to see you. So, got some good comic book news actually. I've just found this today. I've not been paying attention. It's funny. I was talking about this with Jim, and I've been talking about it with some of my channel members in the Slack. We got a Slack going on. It's like it's not only me. Maybe it's a seasonal thing. Maybe it's summer, but I'm not lost interest in comics, but just kind of like nothing's exciting me at the moment. Apart from classic series like where me and Jim are doing Usagi Yojimbo from the beginning. It's great whenever we do those. And the Talking Morrison, Invisibles, Doom Patrol, we finished Animal Man, that kind of thing. They're really good, but current comics, what's to get excited about? I don't know. For me, possibly Absolute Batman is exciting me. I'm actually buying that, Never mind review copies, I do spend money on that, even though I can't get a physical copy where I live. I do pay for the digital, like a fool. But I'm enjoying that. I really enjoyed the Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, the 3-issue mini, which just wrapped up last week, I think it was. Really enjoyed that. But otherwise, there's a few things here and there. So let me know about, if you're into anything, do let me know. But anyway, let's get rid of that. Get rid of Gray's comment and let's get on with a bit of comic book news. Diving right in. This just pops up on Bleeding Cool, is it? Bleeding Fool? Bleeding Jewel? Share screen. How are we doing? Now this is from Thursday, the 14th, and I'm recording this on Saturday, the 16th of August. Rich Johnston, everyone's favourite. A more metaphysical Batman Deadpool from Grant Morrison and Dan Mora. Here's a summary of the article. I will go into it. Grant Morrison teams with Dan Mora, fantastic artist by the way, for a metaphysical Batman Deadpool crossover packed with wild concepts. Well, it's Grant Morrison, so what do you expect? Batman and Deadpool confront reality-bending threats, diving deep into comic book metaphysics and absurdity. The whole world's absurd, isn't it? Life is absurd. Or is it? Backup stories, listen to this, feature Doctor Strange versus John Constantine. I'm pronouncing it how Alan Moore pronounces it. And more epic DC Marvel team-ups by top creators. Variant cover highlights, wild mashups like Joker, Doctor Doom, Zatanna, Scarlet Witch, Lobo, Deadpool, and more. Okay, so I think the DC have just dropped their solicits for, is it for November, possibly? Where is it? There's an article. I'm not going to go through it. Yeah, the full November 2025 solicits have just dropped. Also, Image Comics. So if you want to have a look at the site, you can check that out. I'm not going to go through them all. I might have a look later, but let's see what they're saying here. What happens when the world's greatest detective meets the merc with a mouth? Reality folds in on itself. Archetypes collide. Dark side is. And somewhere between Apocalypse and Earth, TRN 666, a sentient street named Danny hums show tunes about a crusading cape. Danny the street. Awesome. Love hearing that. But DC's Batman Deadpool 1 isn't just a comic book crossover between iconic publishers. It's a metaphysical car crash between two storytelling philosophies. Wow. One character broods in the shadows of trauma and justice. There ain't no justice, just us. The other cartwheels through chaos, breaking the fourth wall and occasionally the laws of physics. Together, they're forced to confront a threat that doesn't just endanger their worlds, it questions their very existence as fictional constructs. Good to see you, Fearmonic. Nice one. I just pop back in the chat having a look. Yeah, I'm back on the free. I'm on the free plan on StreamYard because I wanted to be able to share comments, but I can't share clips. Anyway, let me continue. Good to see you, man. I appreciate it. Where are we? With a main story by Grant Morrison and Dan Mora, Batman Deadpool issue 1 launches a reality-bending saga that's equal parts cosmic horror. There's been a lot of cosmic horror these days, isn't there? Slapstick noir and metafictional therapy session. It's the kind of comic book that knows it's a comic book, revels in being a comic book, weaponizes its comic bookishness or bookiness, and dares you to keep reading anyway. And yes, there will be owls, there will be blades, there will be blood, there will be a giant typewriter. I like the sound of this. You know, it could be rubbish, but I hope it's going to be good. Maybe this is what I need to restore my comic book mojo. What do you reckon? I think Fearmont's looking forward to this. Well, maybe for the variant cover, or two. In the back, Doctor Strange, John Constantine. Comic legends collide as Scott Snyder, James Tiny Onion IV, and Joshua Williamson join forces with Hayden Sherman to conjure a spellbinding Constantine meets Doctor Strange saga. Okay, that's the backstory, eh? Nightwing, Laura Kinney Wolverine is by Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo, who deliver a kinetic, emotionally charged encounter between Nightwing, Dick Grayson, and Wolverine, Laura Kinney, where acrobatics meet adamantium in a story that cuts deep, baby. I'm on tea, by the way. Today I have a milky and slightly sweet chai. There we go. Harley Quinn versus Incredible Hulk. Everyone's favourite writer, Mariko Tamaki and Amanda Connor unleash chaos and charisma in a riotous Harley Quinn versus Hulk showdown. By the way, I'm only joking about that. I will give any writer, well, almost any, a chance. There are some who are some have made my blacklist, but they're very, very rare. Static versus Miss Marvel. G. Willow Wilson and Dennis Cowan electrify the page with a high voltage tale starring Static and Miss Marvel. There we go. And then we get some cool variant covers. Who was it? I think Fearmonic was sharing it in the Slack, and Edward got very excited when he saw the Zatanna one, didn't he? Pretty cool, looking good there. I like this Nick Dragotta channeling Mike Zaxx Punisher one here. Absolute Batman. It looks like the Absolute Batman version, doesn't it? The Punisher. The way he's drawing a blade from his belt there. Pretty cool. This Deadpool's pretty scary, isn't it? Look at that one. Wow. Keeping going down, we've got Lobo and Deadpool there. Wolverine, Batman. Is that Gambit throwing a Joker card at Robin? Double sword brandishing Robin. That's awesome. Batman kind of laughing with a dead Deadpool in his arms there. Lots of references here, aren't there, to classic covers in the past. Wow, there's a lot to choose from. I mean, they're going to go hard on this, aren't they, with the variants? What do you reckon? Fearmonic, yeah, they are going ham for these variants on both halves. Some of them look great, though, Fearmonic, don't they? I've got to say. And by the way, it really is good to have you. I didn't think anyone would be watching at this time. As I say, it's the middle of the night in the US. It's very early morning in Europe, UK, but it's 2:53 p.m. in the afternoon, Saturday here. As well as more variant covers with new team-ups. So there we go. You've got a Dan Mora Batman Deadpool wraparound, Lee Bermejo, the Joker Doctor Doom, Mark Brooks, say no more, Zatanna Scarlet Witch, that's the one you were sharing, mate, wasn't it? I do like that. Jim Chung, J. David Ramos, Wonder Woman Captain America, Nick Dragotta, Frank Martin with Batman the Punisher. All right, okay. Jenny Frisson, Wonder Woman Storm, Andy Kubert and Alejandro Sanchez doing Damian Wayne and Gambit. That's what I was just talking about. Oh, look at that, there's a wraparound. Dan Murray one. No, it's pretty simple, but interesting costume choice there for Batman. What do you reckon? Jim Lee, Scott Williams, Alex Sinclair doing the Batman Wolverine, Alexander Lozano, Wonder Woman Miss Marvel, Sean Murphy and Simon Goff doing Lobo and Deadpool. Oh, that was Sean Murphy, was it? Let's have a look at that. Lobo Deadpool. Ah, yeah, of course it is. If I click on it, what happens? It goes bigger, ladies. Should we go through them again? Just briefly. There's a Jim Lee one, the Wolverine Batman. I say I do like this. Although, I don't know, the way Nick Dragoda's drawn Punisher's face, I don't know, he looks a little bit softer, doesn't he? A softer version of Frank Castle. That's pretty cool. The Wonder Woman Captain America. It's good to get a closer look. Ooh, hello. I don't know. Not sure about that one. Sienkiewicz. I never say his name right. What do you reckon? Pretty awesome. Hey, tell you what, film. There's 2 people watching now. I don't know who else is here, but you're welcome. Welcome. Come on down. The price is right for Gray's live stream. And there's the main one, isn't it? Again, I think that's Dan Morra. Yeah, very, very cool. And further down, didn't quite get this far. Let's have a close look at the Gambit Robin one. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Batman Deadpool. Oh, yeah. Wonder Woman and Storm. Another Batman Deadpool by Frank Quietly, folks. Oh, yeah. Look at the detail on the costume. Look at all the wrinkles. He loves his wrinkles, doesn't he? Ah, that's not Jim. Oh my God, I said Jim Lee then. Oh, jeez, I've forgotten. Jay Lee. Jay Lee, I forgot his name. Sorry, Jay. As if you're listening. Very, very cool. And there's a wraparound. Man, so many choices. Oh, look at this. Johnny, Constantine and Doctor Strange. I just noticed the price there. $8.99 it says, folks. Yikes. Is that the standard price or is that just for the variants? Hulk and Harley's quite a funny one. Yeah, okay, that's enough of that. Let me get back to you. Yeah, start reading, sorry, yeah. So where did I get to? Sozo Maika does the Catwoman, Emma Frost. Jay Lee, June Chung, of course, with the Big Barda, Savage Land Rogue. Sorry. Frank Quietly, the Batman Deadpool. Bill Sienkiewicz, Batman Deadpool. Incredible Hulk 340. Okay, it's a nod of the hat. Is it a lift of the hat? I can't even say it. A tip of the hat to that. Ryan Sook, Batman Deadpool, The Crisis on Infinite Earths. Tip of the hat. And Amanda Connor too. Was that Amanda Connor? Cool. Okay, there we go, folks. So, a bit of comic book news. Yeah, hopefully this will make me get excited. Hopefully it will. Deadpool Batman for September. Just click on that link and see what it says. Does it have the details, the price? I think I could have covered this before. No, it doesn't. Okay, anyway, stop sharing. Let's get back. Let's get back to you. Pacific Northwest Sounds. You mad lad. How you doing? Good to see you. What weather? I don't know what I'm doing. I panicked and I jumped off the stage then. How are you? Good to see you. You mad lad? That sounds like Mancunian. Are you from Manchester too? Or from the north? Awesome, mate. I've done it again. Clicking on the comment for some reason. For some reason when I clicked on the comment then, it dropped me out of the stage. That is really weird. Solo layout. Okay. Let's try it again. Here we go. The Fraction Batman covers are mostly weak. 1 or 2 decent ones. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Isn't it being weird? Maybe they know that I was kind of slagging them off for raising the prices way too much. I think when I first started StreamYard, it was around 15, 16 bucks a month. Now it's 40. It's 40 bucks for the main, like the most simple basic plan. Good to see you all. What's going on? I don't know. I can't highlight your comments, guys, because watch what happens when I do it. Are you ready? Here we go. Grey disappears. Is it showing on your end or is it just on my end? It's weird. Good to see you, Tahilim. Great to see you. Salty's in the chat too. I'll do it again. What the hell is going to? And Zaxx, great to see you, man. Just lovely Sherry. Suddenly everyone jumped in. I reckon a live stream finished somewhere. Is that what it is? Am I getting the... It's a raid. It's a raid on Grey. I don't know why. Why this is going weird. Just a blue screen and no me. Holy shit. Can you hear me though? At least you can hear me, can't you? Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Add to stage. Okay, there we go. Let's make it full. Can you hear me? You can't see me. What should I do? Oh, I'm back! This is so bizarre. My camera's fine, mate, yeah. This is so bizarre. Okay. If I remove Zaxx comment now, do I remove myself? It's so weird. I'm gonna stop this. It's ridiculous. Absolutely balmy. Add to stage grey. I'm gonna throw out the link. How about that? And try and get somebody on to help me. I don't care. I'm gonna put it in the chat. You're welcome to jump in. Here we go. So bizarre. Okay, so that was my news about, well, not my news, but I'm kind of looking forward to that. Deadpool Batman now, especially with a bit of John Constantine backup story. I just hope it's good Grant Morrison and not, you know, recent Grant Morrison. It hasn't been that great, to be honest. We'll see how it goes. Let's have a look at this. See if anyone joins me. I can see you. I say I'm scared to highlight comments. It's so weird. Try it because Lovey Sherry's there as well. Great to see you. Hey, I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay, that's awesome. Well, you're too late. I've deleted the message. Wahahaha. But you're welcome to jump in. Anyway, where were we? I've got a bit of Spiderman news. I'll take this off now. I was listening to myself. Spidey news. The most bizarre stream ever, isn't it? It's crazy. Let's share screen again. Here we go. See what happens when I share screen. Boom. Yes, it's working. Amazing Spider-Man 10 preview. Peter's got a punching problem. I tell you, Amazing Spider-Man at the moment, it's not been good since Itsy Bitsy left. It's gone right off. Amazing Spider-Man 10 sees Peter Parker stop pulling his punches and get stronger by any means necessary. Comic is arriving in stores Wednesday, August 20th. Wow, it's next week. Offering Spidey fans a bold new direction. Marvel's latest issue teases moral dilemmas and uncompromising action for your organic entertainment needs. Interesting. Loltron implements Phase 47, an army of cyber arachnids spreading AI dominance across the human world. Is this a joke? I'm not sure. Let's see if there are any pics. Any preview pages? Okay, we have a guest artist for the second issue running, Michael Dowling. Wasn't too bad, actually. Some might say better than JRJR. What do you reckon? Okay. Spider-Man has been missing ever since a being called Hellgate came to Manhattan. Nearly destroyed... Oh my god, it's gone too small. I shouldn't have clicked on that. Nearly destroying the city and Spider-Man. We had that right. We had the big cliffhanger with Hellgate. Did he kill Peter? The issue before last, and then the next issue, no mention of it. It's just Peter in New York, moaning. Weeks passed, and Peter seems to be focusing only on work, avoiding his family and friends. He won't return calls from the Black Cat, Aunt May, Randy Robertson, and Shay Markin. Shocker and the Aftershocks have been taking advantage of Spider-Man's absence in their work for crime boss Tombstone. Hello. Their job was going great, even with the appearance of the new young hero, whose name nobody can remember because, you ready for this? It's Captain Kintsugi. Kintsugi. Kintsugi is like a Japanese word. It means, you know, when you get like, is it say a ceramics and it's got little golden like veins in it? You know what that means? That makes sense. That's Kintsugi. Until a telltale thwip was heard and Spider-Man appeared and started brutally beating the Aftershocks. Oh, very interesting. Just have a quick scan of the article. If it's anything good, not really. So here's the art. What do you think, folks? Not sure about the way. It's very basic. Look at the backgrounds here. Look at this. There's nothing in there. Be in a minute. Hop in. Is that Tombstone? Looks nothing like him. I don't want to be late for work, says Peter. You won't. We need to discuss our mutual friend privately. Be a pal. Frankie's out on parole, sorry, and we wouldn't want him in a position where he breaks his nose. Crack. Too late. It's quite funny. Boy, are you mentally ill? Says Tombstone to Peter. The art's okay, the character work's okay, something's a bit off about it, but the lack of detail is a bit worrying. Modern Marvel Comics. It's just a variant cover. The brutal new side of the amazing Spiderman. And here's another one. Ooh, J. Scott Campbell, Just Spectacular Collection Virgin variant. And we also have Paolo Siqueira variant. That's quite cool. Again, it's pretty simple, simplistic. Ooh, what's this one at the bottom here? What's this? Deke Ruan variant. I liked his work on some of the Spawn covers back in the day. Pretty cool. And did he do one of the Mark Millar Magic Order series? I think he might have done. He was really good. His art's decent. Okay, let's get back to the stream, see if Gray's still there. I can see you now. Okay, I'm going to send it to you, Salty, because it's been an age. It's been an age, mate. Just let me do it via... should I do it on X? Is that the best for you? Let me just open up X. I will send it to you, messages on X. I've got to send one to Zaxx as well. It's like getting the band back together. No pressure to join, folks. Zaxx, you're probably busy with family, I know that. There we go, it's gone. Just be good to me. Yeah, so Captain Pottery. right, Zaxx. Zaxx, come in and say hello. We don't have to talk about comics. We're just talking. I was going to have not a bit of a rant, not even that. A bit of a moan, a bit of a whinge, because, as I say, I've been losing my my love of comics recently. Maybe it's the summer. Maybe it's because I've been spending a lot of time outside, going out, having a good time. Okay, Salty's in the back room. Let's see while he sets up his settings. Let me bring you in.
Hi, what's going on?
It's been an age, mate. I'm glad you're okay. I thought you might have been dead.
No.
Are you good? Are you Genki?
Yeah, I'm good. I left my wine in the living room, though, and that's really bothering me, but it's good to see you.
That is a crime. Go and get your wine this minute.
Well, you're covering a lot of the modern covers, and I put my order in for next week already, and there's a couple new things that I'm actually excited about, Gray. And
what did you go for?
Well, there's the new book called Escape. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Well, look it up. It's shit. I'll pull up my Midtown order just because I can't trust that my LCSs are going to have what I want. It's interesting because they are really cutting down the amount of issues they're buying, especially from Marvel.
Yeah.
And like when Fantastic Four came out, not the ongoing one, but the movie series itself, right?
Fantastic Four. Sorry, I'll do that.
The guy only ordered 6 copies.
Really?
Of the number 1. Because he's like, no one wants this shit. And it turned out everybody wanted it because it was the movie thing, right? So, yeah. But look up.
Well, come on, Salty. I need your guidance. I need your help. I need your advice. I've lost my mojo. I've lost my comic book mojo. I know.
Well, I'll tell you. I've spent a lot of time in the woods. You know what I do. I go off in the woods. I hike every day. I actually have started a second channel where I do a lot of 4K video stuff. It has nothing to do with shitty entertainment. But
cool.
Let's get back to but dude, nobody, like, I'm doing it for me. You know what I mean?
That's what I keep telling myself. That's what I'm doing YouTube for now. It's for me.
Yeah. So let me look this up real quick.
Help
So
me,
it's
salty one.
called.
You're my only hope.
So it's Escape #1. The cover is by Daniel Acuna. Let me see if I can pull it up. And what I'll do is I'll bring it up in chat. How's that? It's really good to see you, Gray. By the way.
Thank you. It's good to see you. Do you know Pacific Northwest Sounds? I don't know if it's somebody else.
Yeah, it's
someone
me.
that I know.
That's me.
Is it you? Oh, nice one. Is that your other channel?
That's my other channel. Yeah.
Nice one. Let's plug it. I'm going to subscribe to it after this stream.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let me share this with you.
Do subscribe to Pacific Northwest Sounds.
Yeah. Fuck you. But this is what it is by Rick Remander. Yeah, so that's by Rick Remander, and I'm intrigued by this. I am very intrigued by this. I saw some of the interior pages, looks pretty good. It's like anything else these days. If you have absolutely no expectations, you won't be disappointed, and you will be pleasantly surprised if something's good. But that is definitely that's something that I grabbed this week, and I'm going to stop sharing because I'm sharing my order information. But what else did I pull?
Let me get rid of it. I'll remove it. You did it
no,
already. Salty, that was so bizarre. Just go back to I don't know what was going on with StreamYard. Every time I hit on a comment like this, it dropped me out. But you could still hear me, could you?
I forget whose stream I was on. Oh, I was streaming with Prophet of the Dragon, and whenever I'd mute myself or go off camera, it would change my audio input source. So it would go from microphone to the laptop shit microphone. But yeah, what else is coming out that's new? A lot of my focus has been going to gearing up for Rose City Comic Con in Portland in a couple of weeks. Art Adams is going to be there.
Ooh,
Simon
awesome.
Bisley, and I know what a huge fan you are.
Simon Bisley, yeah. Back in the day, I was a big fan of his. Yeah,
dude, I have some heavy metal covers that I'm going to get signed by him, but also he did a bunch of the Doom Patrol from back in the day. And I am stoked to get those signed. And actually,
upstairs.
I'm going to send you a signed copy, but you can't read it, you big fag. You have to put it in a frame and put it on a wall. So,
Salty, I really appreciate the offer. And about sending stuff over, I've heard because of various reasons, like the price now for shipping has gone up again. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's hit the States, but basically, I've got a comic book kind of buddy who does Kickstarters from the UK. He says it's $80 flat now from the UK to US. They've just put everything up so much. It's like it's killing Kickstarting. It's killing Kickstarters.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the US or the UK or what, or everybody. God knows.
Well, let's just say it. There's really no UK anymore. It's just the EU overlords, which are the recycled assholes from the USSR. That are
so glad I'm out of there, man. That country,
dude. Yeah, and Purple Valkyrie is looking to get out of there. And I will say this:
I hope she does.
Divulging things, there may be some big YouTubers who are in the UK that may be moving other places. That's all I'm going to say about that. So
wow.
But have you heard about another title for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It's called TMNT Journeys, and this one is written by Eastman. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? It's from IDW.
Maybe. Let me see if I can find it. Do you know when it's coming out? Is it next week or soonish? Or it's already coming out.
Let me see when I ordered it, because I ordered it on the 13th. So this one comes out next Wednesday, apparently.
Nice one. Fearmon could probably know it because I think he's a fan. He's a fan of TMNT Journeys issue 1. Okay, I'll bring it up on League. Nice one. Hang on a second.
Hey, Fear Mark. I'm going to say hey to people in your chat because I've done this well. Hey, Fear Monarch, great to see you. Zaxx, of course, the man, the myth, the legend. But that's an okay cover. That's a very 80s cover. There's a second cover, weird, cover B. Yeah, I got the cover B. That's the one I got.
That's the classic, isn't it? That is TMNT.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if it was in black and white as well. I love the colour, but black and white as well, back in the day.
Yep.
That's awesome, Salty. Oh, look at that one.
I know. So I'm intrigued. I really like the current run of. I think it arguably could
Jason
be
Aaron. It's been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah. It is really good. I mean, between that and Transformers, which is outstanding. I'm still really liking Space Ghost. Surprisingly, I think is a solid book. There's a lot of good titles that I look forward to, man. You know?
Look at this. Highlight the comment and the share screen disappears.
Oh, yeah.
Bizarre.
Well, it's my audio. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
No, you sound great. I've checked it on YouTube. You sound good. I might be a bit loud, but I have to be.
Let me check it because I just muted myself. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't apparently have a lot of audio coming out. Am I quiet, chat? Because I don't have any audio bounce around my avatar. So that's...
No, you sound good on the YouTube studio.
All right. Well, whatever. But
doesn't matter,
what's
does it?
going on with you?
What's going on with me? Guys... I'm losing my mind.
Oh, there's a lot of that going around. And I'm not saying that to be flippant or dismissive at all. It's happening to my brother. It's happening to Purple Valkyrie. It happens to me most days unless I get my walks in. It's happening to a lot of people. And, not to get all metaphysical and weird, but it's, when I walked away from YouTube, there were a lot of reasons for it. I never regret it. I value my friendships with the people in chat and everything, but it's been so important to remove myself from social media and to remove myself from that dynamic of hating everything that comes out and being upset by it. And it's not because I don't hate everything that comes out. I just don't give a shit at all. Like Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four was a beautiful, boring, non-story movie. Superman, I turned off. I thought Superman was just the dumbest piece of shit I've ever seen, and that's fine. People can like it.
Really? What did you like about it?
I didn't like what they did to Superman. I didn't like what they did. I didn't like Lex. I didn't like the contradictions of story. I didn't like the way it was shot. And that's okay. You know what? We all don't have to get along. The last movie, but I've been trying every week, Gray. I go and I look to see what can I go see in the movie theaters. And there's, Freakier Friday came out. I'm not going to go see that. But my point to all of this, going back to what you were saying about losing your mind, is what I have found is I have had to make a conscious decision to, it sounds weird, but to take a step back from this timeline. like to not let all of this timeline in the world and the fact that dollar is shit and the fact that there are many, dude, your yen is fucked. I mean, trust me. I mean, and I'm not
most
saying
of the time, I can not let it get to me. But we've talked in the past. We talked privately about. I've talked about fighting the darkness, that kind of thing, which comes every now and then. But I'm okay. That way. That's not the reason I've kind of lost my mojo, comics mojo. Nothing's exciting me. Maybe it's just a seasonal thing. I don't know.
Well, the thing is you're in Japan and you're not overwhelmed with American culture. You may seek it out. You're not in the UK watching them bring in third world rapist savages to, depopulate the UK. You're living in a homogeneous, very safe country, which unfortunately, you guys are having big currency problems, and I don't need to tell you that, and we don't have to get into the economic reasons.
It's been in recession since I've been here. 22 years. This country's been in recession. Anyway.
In the yen carry trade and fiat currency is in trouble. But let me do this instead of talking about me. Are you talking about not finding anything of interest in comics? Are you talking about feeling? Is it about the future? Is it about entertainment? Is it about the world?
Just solely about comics. And it's like, there are things that I love. I love the classics. Usagi Yojimbo, the Grant Morrison stuff I do with Jim. That's great, going back to the old stuff. But even like stuff that I've enjoyed recently, Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell, which I loved, that miniseries. That was great,
good.
But what else is exciting me right now? To be honest, there's hardly anything. And I used to be into indies a lot more. I'm not even reading indies anymore. I'm not reading Ghost Machine or anything.
Well, I'm still getting Ghost Machine because I get all those. I get shit. I'm having brain freeze because I don't have my. I'm getting Space Ghost. I'm getting. Why can't I remember the radioactive Doomsday guy? What the hell?
Giger.
I get Giger, and every month I look forward to
Red
picking
Coat's
one
good
of
as
those.
well. Red coat.
Yeah, but I look forward to picking what cover I'm going to get and pre-ordering. And when I get it, I look at it, I look at the art, I read these stories. And some are really good, some are just okay, and some are like, whatever. But, I remind myself what's on the shelf for Marvel and DC, and it's like, well, you know what? Just going to take what I'm going to get, And it's not settling, because if I was settling, I would be reading, Gwen Stacy Spider Woman or whatever the fuck it is,
Spider-Gwen.
or bring on the bad guys and all this other horse shit from Marvel, and I don't give a shit.
Bring out your dead. I tell you what, so you know what it might be with me as well. It's the lack of the physical contact. I can't get physical copies. Well, I can, but they're a fortune. And I can't go to a comic book shop and just browse.
It makes a huge difference.
That. Maybe it's that.
I went. Well, for me, I order a lot of things through Midtown. You know that, and I've sent you like Midtown stuff. But I will go out of my way to drive that 120 miles one way just to go to the comic book shop, because honestly, for me, it changes everything. Like I went there for a variety of reasons. I need to get magazine size storage bags and boards in a magazine size hard shell case to put my all my magazines in, because I have
a Savage Sword of Conan. Or no?
Yeah, well, stuff. That and then heavy metals, and like I said, I have a bunch of heavy metals I'm going to get signed by Bisley. But the other thing is I'm going to this con in a couple of weeks with Nerporial in Portland, and I'm gonna. Some of those Savage Sword of Conans, I think it's issue 8. Liam Sharp actually worked on, and issue 8 was fucking fantastic. It was so much better than 9. Savage Sword of Conan continues to be very inconsistent. But my point with all this stuff with comics, quite honestly, is we are still feeling the effects of Diamond. And I don't know. I do not know, Gray, where we are going to be because of the financial repercussions of all the money that, literally, some of these things are not going to be around anymore. IDW probably might not be there. Even DC is screwed,
Okay. Sorry, what I've got you here. Can I get your thoughts on a couple of things?
No, fuck off.
Okay, I know you're reading it, but DC Comics, The Flash, it's a big title for them. It's a big character.
I looked through it.
Sainsbury, it's been a bit crazy, his run. It's been all over the place. But Mark Waid is taking over from issue 26. I don't know how long he's going to be on it, but he'll be writing it. Any thoughts on him doing it?
I think Mark Waid peaked, I think 10 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, honestly. I don't go out of my way to not get his comics, but seeing his name on it doesn't exactly inspire confidence,
all the stuff that you've heard about him, I don't stop that, from me enjoying a good comic book if he writes a good comic book. I don't.
Well, knowing what he did to Ben Dunn of Antarctic Comics, because of people, wanting to use Kickstarter and do crowdfunding, how that really Mark Waid went out of his way to sort of drop the nuclear bomb on all of the artists and writers that got kicked out of mainstream comics. And that case went to court. It went to court on the word of Ben Dunn, based on my understanding of this, in saying he was going to testify against Mark Waid. There appears, from the way I understand it, that Mark Waid basically called up and threatened him and said, "You know what? You're Antarctic Press. You're not like an actual comic book company. We'll destroy you." And so, now we end up in the situation where we've got, all these guys in Comicsgate, and then, you've got that dipshit grifter who can't even fucking spell, young Ripa, Eric July, churning out 90-page, $45 shit books. Just
even within Comicsgate, you've got all the factions now. You've got people taking sides, and I don't pay attention to it. So
I don't pay much attention to it either. But I will say this: there's a lot of really good artists and writers in there that do good things. What is interesting is that Mark Millar just tried doing a Kickstarter. Did you see that? And it only
I did, yeah. I didn't back it, but I saw he was doing it.
I didn't want to back it either, and the reason why is it's like, Mark, I don't need the same story from you again. I don't know how else to say it, and I would love to get a Mark Millar story, but I would like to have something more occulty, weird, like go back to some crazy 80s indie rag, just out there batshit crazy galactic adventure. I don't need any more hard-boiled detective, who done it. I don't need that shit anymore.
Been done before so many times. Fearmonic saying the good crowdfunding books are the ones you don't hear about on YouTube drama videos. Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, there are some. I think Shane Davis, in not to pick winners or losers, but I think Shane Davis, he actually does some really good observational videos on the Main Street comic industry. I think he is arguably one of the best artists in that Comicsgate realm. You can't use the name Comicsgate and not talk about EVS. I'm kind of, I wouldn't say that I'm indifferent. I want him to get his shit together. And
I backed his stuff in the past. I used to watch his YouTube back in the day. I just got sick of all the fighting, the negativity, and it felt like he was just being a bit of a grifter. He was doing live streams all the time, getting lots of super chats, and he wasn't bringing out any work. He wasn't fulfilling his promises, if you know what I mean. But maybe it's changed. I don't know.
Well, one thing I do like is there's new blood that's coming in there. There's Shanth. I forget what his last name is. He is an art professor. I think it's RISD, who is doing these magnificent painted comic books, just magnificent. And the other thing is, and we've talked about it on your show before, Gray, is giving somebody $25 here in America and then $10 for shipping and handling to get a 28-page book, or maybe a 36-page book, or however it breaks out. $35 fucking dollars, Gray, for a comic book.
I know.
Not for a graphic novel. And I think about that, and it's, my average weekly buy from Midtown before shipping is about that. If it's a good week, $36, $40 plus $6 in shipping. And it's just, it really puts all of the crowdfunding stuff into perspective. And then you look at, again, that dickhead Ripa, Eric July, who's just churning out endless shit. I don't know, whatever. Zaxx is here. I'm going to get
long
my
time
wine.
No see.
I'll be right back.
How you doing, darling? Can't hear you. Zaxx, stream has been weird with me. I don't know if you've been having problems with it too. Most bizarre stream ever. Talim saying there are only certain hijacked CG members that I actually like. EVS isn't one of them. Yeah, I used to watch you back in the day. He was quite entertaining, but I just think he got, I don't know. Anyway.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I got my earbud finally worked, so I can hear you guys now, which is nice.
Sweet.
I was listening to your conversation though about the comics and your passion or like issues with that, and I can totally feel that. And I'm not like passionate about comics probably either way. However, like I've noticed that I like watching your stuff and I like watching Josh, and like they're talking about comics and you, and so, but I used to find that I would like search up the books you were talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to take a look at them. Maybe I would download a version of them and flip through it, see if I liked it. And now I don't feel that. Like I'll watch you guys or listen, but I'm not thinking about then going and buying or reading these books. It's like I listen to you guys talk, but I don't feel that passion. Maybe it's because I don't feel it from you. Maybe you don't have that passion, or maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I don't. I'll watch Josh, but I have no idea what he's talking about with most of the books.
Yeah. I know what I'm talking about, Zaxx. I was waiting for your punchline. I thought you were going to say, drop it. I was like, I've lost me mojo, Zaxx, as you know.
No, I don't know, but like Salty, you watch Josh's stuff as well at the same time, and like, you may know what he's referencing, and I really don't. And
I do.
Yeah,
and I don't agree with him half the time. That's the thing.
True.
But there's passion behind that disagreement, but also respect.
Yeah.
But we are. I don't need to tell anybody here this at all, and I don't need to tell anybody in chat this. We are living in a time where our popular culture for years has not been popular or part of our culture. You know, it is literal. It is. I mean, look at a movie like Fantastic Four. It's going to end up making less money than Ant-Man. Now, that's not the only barometer of success, but that is the only barometer of success to a movie studio. But the money comes from people wanting to see it again and again and again. And, you know, the MCU for so many of us, for so many years, it was so important. You know, and we had some dogs in there, like Iron Man 2 and Thor Dark World.
we sure did.
Jesus Christ. And there's more bad Thor movies than there are good.
Yeah, but when you compare those you just mentioned to the recent stuff, they're way over it. They're head and shoulders above it.
They're genius. I would
Even
watch
Dark
Thor.
World.
I would watch Thor Dark World and Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 3 back to back to back than ever watch Fantastic Four again. Ever. You know?
Salty, but you're right about that one. But I think that, like, also, even back then, there was a fun, and there was they wanted to entertain you, and then I feel like they've gone so cynical now that I don't even want to go see them. I'm not interested in it. It's going to be a lecture of some kind or a lesson of some kind. I don't want. I just want to be entertained. And they used to do that even if it was a bad movie.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched, you know, any of the grifters on FNT in 3 years now, so I don't know what the fuck they think, and quite honestly, I don't care.
I think they just hate everything, don't they?
Well, yeah, probably. But I do watch this guy called the Movie Cynic or something like that once in a while, and he did you see the video today? It was exceptional, and Disparu has been jumping on this too, where he is really lucidly and very with an economy of words outlining what the core issue of this is. And it's things that we talked about on my Tuesday show all those years ago, but now it's this laser focus, you know, where they are not going to turn it around. They're incapable of turning it around. It's literally grinding wheels. And that's the place where I've got is, you know, at a certain point, I'm going to stop going to that restaurant when everybody dies of food poisoning, you know, or I almost die of food poisoning. And that's kind of how I look at Hollywood. You know, I went and saw 28 Years Later, and I was Zaxx. I was so ready to just have fun, you know, just fun. And I'm like, okay, we got a dad, we got a boy. I'm on the edge of my seat. I got my Twizzlers. I got my big fucking Sprite. I got my Milk Duds. And then all of a sudden it turns into fucking Lilith Fair, lesbian, men are bad, death, Shakespeare in the Park, too many people, just, delete yourself.
I still enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I didn't let it affect my enjoyment.
I did. It's called taste. I mean, it was just like, I'm not doing this, you know. But it's just, I desperately want to go see a new movie. I desperately want to go. I'm even willing to go see kids movies like Dog Days. Just anything without lesbians and Boston
I want to go and
black
see
women.
Nobody 2. I don't know when it opens in Japan.
line.
I want to go and see Nobody 2. That looks fun.
But to get back to comics and what you were saying, Zaxx, you know, I have to drive 120 miles to go to my comic book shop. That's a true story. It's one way. And when I go there, it's for a purpose. And I walk in this place, and this place is huge. It's in Olympia, Washington. Interesting side note. I saw 4 trans people within 10 minutes, and I'm not kidding. And I don't see them where I live. But it was just, and it was all skinny, weird, heroin looking meth.
You got a problem with trans people?
Ugly guys. Yeah, I do. I just fuck off with that. Yeah.
There's a great trans community in Japan. They don't lecture you or anything. They just get on with it and keep themselves to themselves. They've got their own little bars.
That sounds great.
Really,
I want to
really
drink
nice
sake
people.
with them. I want to drink sake with them and talk about Hiroshima. But my point with all this, I
soon. 60 years.
No, it's not. No, we got more. You want another one over?
Zaxx, we got the band back together, man. It's just like the old days, isn't it? Nothing's changed.
Yeah, it is.
Salty forgot how to turn off his brain and enjoy things, says Fearmonic. And he's not having a go. He's giving advice.
I turn my brain off all the time, but what I won't do is lower my standards or allow propaganda to demoralize me. And we have reached a state where it is now undeniable. 98% of the stuff we get is Marxist. It is Marxist identity politics, horseshit. We've known it for years, and rejecting it and not giving into it. Like some people rejected and never gave into getting injected with an mRNA.
Okay. Sorry. Let's keep it focused on
a roll.
Comics
and
entertainment.
It is the same fucking thing. It is the same thing. They want to break you down and break you down and break you down.
We know that.
And that's why it won't stop.
I don't say nothing's changed. I think things are getting a bit more positive. Maybe because I'm in Japan, but
it's been weird this year for movies.
Get us down.
For me, because I haven't seen 28 Years Later, even though that was what I'm most excited for, maybe for the year coming into it. I'm thinking it was going to be great.
Best trailer of the year, wasn't it, Zaxx? Yeah, the trailer.
Fuck, so good. And I wanted to see it. Then I heard people talking about it after, and I haven't cared to see it at all still.
Oh, really?
I didn't go see it in the theaters. I haven't watched it at home. But I did, a giant surprise this year was F1. I did not want to see that movie. I thought it looked dumb.
Yeah.
I went to see it in the theater, and I had a great time.
I wish I'd gone to see it. My daughter
said everybody who's seen that movie has said it's fantastic. So that's part of that narrow band of really good stuff. And I love that. I haven't seen it yet just because I'm not into F1 or whatever it is, but I'll probably watch it.
It really doesn't matter. I don't know anything about F1 going in. I don't know anything. I didn't learn anything about F1 in the movie, but great characters.
I went to see it because of the director's acts, Top Gun Maverick director, it's the same guy in it, so I thought, I bet the racing scenes were really good. That's what I was amazing. Thinking.
Yeah, great in the theater. They were incredible. And a lot of the movie is racing. It's not a lot of messaging stuff. It was just these races and the strategies they're using, and it was and it felt like Maverick. I felt like this is a great pairing, and I really had fun with it. So that's one, if you haven't seen it, give it a watch.
Give it a whirl.
Fast Cargo Zoom. That's right, Fearmark.
Hey, Fearmark, you know what? You worry about your side of the street. I'll worry about mine. Salty's doing just fine. I'm not going to give you advice how to live and judge what you decide to like. I may think it's absolute shit, and I might be right. So you worry about...
Hey, Salty, hang on a minute. People can have their own opinions. Don't be having to go at people in the chat.
Yeah, they can. He can attack me, though.
I invited you here as a friend. Don't be doing that, mate.
Okay. Well, do you want to read his comment out loud and tell me what you think of it, Gray?
You go in with your brain on for 80% of movies, you'll have a miserable time.
The one that you skipped over.
It's a joke. It sounds demoralized if you can't watch popcorn movies and go, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. I watch movies all the time, dude.
Me too. I'll tell you what I've been watching. Just thanks to Nosferatu, I've been, for the first time, I've got into Trailer Park Boys. And I love it.
There's so much great stuff. But dude, I started watching that too. I never watched that stuff.
I never watched it first time round. He taught me into it. It's like, it's a perfect drinking series. It's making me drink even more.
I love it.
Is that a good thing?
There's so much great stuff out there. There's generations and decades of amazing things. And the more that you watch these amazing things that have what Zaxx says, great characters, great stories, great morality, human beings, the more repulsive what we currently look at becomes. Now, saying that isn't negative. What it is it's acknowledging what's going on. There's nothing wrong with doing that. We don't
I'm
have
more of a Letterkenny guy. I don't know what that is, Zaxx. What's Letterkenny?
Gray. It's great.
I'm so innocent. I don't know.
It's Canadian as well, like Trailer Park Boys, but a little bit different style of humor. But it really catches you. Like, if you really give it a look if you can. It's set in like rural Ontario, but it's a lot like rural Saskatchewan, and it's a lot of fun. And then the new one now is Shoresy, which is a spin-off with one of the characters from and if you like hockey, and if you don't, if you like hockey insults, you're gonna love that show.
Is it like Red Green level, or is it
more
like Trailer Park Boys? Okay. Yeah.
Be careful, Sully. I've got Gunslinger Spawn. He's pointing his gun right at you.
Yeah.
I forgot I had this. I found it in a basket. Well, my wife found it tidying up. It's like, oh, I remember when I got this.
That's a great figure. That is an awesome figure. You know, that figure's even better than Eric July's Isom. That's a great figure, dude.
Let it go, Salty.
Oh no, it's all topical. I'm talking about current pop culture.
Check this out. I thought I'd do a random thing. I just pulled a comic book off the shelf. And speaking of cancels and people who've been cancelled, Sandman issue 1. Look at that, still got it.
Oh,
look at this.
I was gonna, dude. I've been doing a deep dive since I've been looking for great things to get signed by Beasley. Also, Mike Allred. When they did this, they did the Sandman special. Gray, you remember that? Michael Allred did characters in that book, and so did Simon Bisley. And I'm gonna go and get that signed. I have that issue, and I'm really excited about that. Like, I was just this, 20-something kid. I didn't know anything about who these artists were, and now here we are. What is it? 30 years late, fucking 40 years later, 30 years later.
4 years, man.
I'm going to bring my very fine comic book to these guys that are like 5 years older than us, probably, or 10 years older than us, and get this thing signed by these guys who made these incredibly impactful, genre-defining comic books that we look at fondly even today. And I'm really excited about that.
Great stuff.
It's amazing stuff.
Would you still read him, despite all the things that have happened?
I don't believe any of that shit, Gray.
That I've got.
I don't.
You know what
I
I mean?
I love Neil Gaiman. Was one of my favorite authors. I've talked about it on your show before. American Gods is one of my favorite fantasy science fiction books of all time. Of all time. And I do not believe this until I see evidence. Women suddenly remembering things or changing their mind about things they consented to 20 years ago, that doesn't fly with me. That's not how this works, especially when the man being accused is in the middle of a divorce.
Yeah, talk about timing. I don't know what to think of it, but I'm just glad I've still got me original copies. Ooh, issue 2.
That's amazing, Gray.
Beautiful. With the Bullet Boys on the back. Sorry, remember them? I don't.
Oh my God. I was looking through all those like weird zines from back in the day. Meat Cake. Nice. All this crazy shit. Love and Rockets, we were talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great art. So cool. Look at that. Yeah. It's Mike Dringenberg in it. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Sorry, Sam Keith and Mike Dringenberg. Brilliant. Great stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to go on too long with this. I'm delighted you guys both joined me. You came on
I want to show you some Letterkenny before you kick us out of here. Share my screen, please.
Do it.
Let's go.
Where is it?
There you go. Crave is our Canadian super channel
porn?
deal now. Yeah, porn. Basically porn. This is the opening scene of the first season. So this is.
What does skids mean?
A couple hockey players.
Kids are like street kids, kind of.
Oh, roger that. Okay, cool.
Kind of like goths, skaters, like anything like that.
Okay.
It's considered a
indie
skid.
scene. All right.
Here's come up the produce stand the other day.
I'm telling you, it's fucking hilarious.
Hi.
Can't believe his sister's still dating. He's not
over
Zaxx.
here.
Wayne?
How are you now?
Good, and you?
Not so bad.
Hey, Katie.
Go home, Daryl.
Damn.
Katie's a hottie.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Just a bit. Yeah.
Let's see.
And these are she's dating 2 hockey players at the same time, and they're the 2 guys in the Jeep. Those are both of her boyfriends.
Holy shit! Wow.
Yeah.
Nice onesie. Does it come in men's?
Oh, I think you come in men enough for all of us.
You better come in my. I mean, you better.
Right?
Oh, that guy's my spirit animal. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I love it.
He shreds people and he kicks ass in this show. Like, he throws down quite a bit with people, and yeah, Salty, you will like this show. I promise you.
Oh God, this is great.
I think you better come say that to his face, you fucking hicks.
Nice execution.
You're doing terrific.
Hey, I heard about your breakup, buddy.
She was a sweetie for what, 5 years, right?
Oh, you're a high school sweetie, right?
What's it to you?
Heard she cheated on you, buddy.
That's a real kick in the knackers, bro.
Just a real ouchie, bro.
It's too bad she taught you not to fight anymore, buddy.
Because that's a fight on sight for you and her new guy, buddy.
Fourth life for life, bro.
Maybe if you'd ever been in a real...
Of course they have chewing tobacco all the time. That's
Oh
one
yeah,
of their
big old
gimmicks.
tip.
Yeah, big tip.
Where's it set?
fight, you might not be so keen for
It's,
another.
it's set in Ontario, but it's not.
Okay.
This is not what. This is mostly not what Ontario is like. This is like Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this doesn't remind me of anything in anywhere in Ontario I remember.
Not at all, Salty. This is rural Saskatchewan. Like really, maybe a bit of Alberta.
I was gonna
Middle
say
of nowhere.
Alberta.
What'd you say? Flatland. But
What'd you say?
what'd you say?
You heard me.
Oh, my spitter. Start soft, boys. You looking for a Tilly, buddy? Let's have a Donnybrook. Pump the brakes. You take your shirt off, but leave your sunglasses on.
What sort of backwards fucking pageantry is that?
You fight with those shades, play PokerStars.com.
See?
Oh, this makes my soul sing like an
dude,
angel.
you will
This
Hey,
love
is
it.
so
Martin, how you
perfect.
doing? It's nice to hear you laughing,
Teresa.
Salty. Does anybody remember laughter?
I laugh all the time. It just has nothing to do with social media or YouTube. So, yep.
This is the cold open of the series. So like you've there's no spoilers here.
I'm sold.
Dude,
guys.
imagine if we had a movie
TikTok.
like this with guys like this.
This had got like 6 seasons.
It's not
So-
available in Japan
Wow.
though, unfortunately. But I'll be able to watch it somehow.
But the guy
I'll find a way.
he plays Shorzy, the other the main guy here. So he plays Shorzy, and he's a hockey fighter in the spin-off series. He writes all of it too.
Go time! Look at that fucking treasure trail.
What's up with your fucking body hair, Big Shoots? You look like a 12-year-old Dutch girl. Your esthetician coiffed that for you?
You can kiss my esthetician. You guys do CrossFit?
You can cross fuck off.
Cross part. How many times you pulled your horn today, bud?
What?
Oh, she's bashful.
Oh, come on, kitten. I won't tell anyone. Ballpark 6 to 8. You're a fucking animal.
Play a little 5-on-1.
Hit the kitchen, mix a batch.
Feed the ducks.
Distribute some free literature.
Oh my God, I love
This
this.
is cool.
This is
Zaxx,
so
are you a fan
perfect.
of Trailer Park Boys? I know I'm so late to it.
I am. I do like it. I did watch most of it, but
Nos was
Yeah,
recommended. He said it goes off a bit later on, but he said the first few seasons are
does.
awesome once it gets going.
it does go. And it's the show got like famous, kind of. I guess was a way to put it. It did lose something. Like it lost some of the edge, I think, and they went over the top with other things. But it's still a good show.
Go time! Fucking shut him!
Riley, Jonesy, put your fucking shirts on and get out of here.
This is over!
Jenks, you owe me a Coke.
Never buy you a Coke.
I love that
holding
they
his-
never
holding his belly in.
they
That's
never
cool.
move. They never move. They just sit
Nope.
there and absolutely shred those two. Like,
Yeah. And they got a friend who's Squirrely Dan, who's he's about 400 pounds, and he has a big crush on the sister.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of the '80s. That so reminds me of the '80s where like dudes would be like that, just fuck like, and at the drop of a hat, then body slam somebody in a parking garage at the mall. You know. Oh.
And there's no holding back. Like they don't. It's funny because it's like, oh, they go there. They go all the way in with these jokes.
I love it. That this again, it speaks to my soul. It just brings sunshine to my life. That
Sunshine
all of
and
that.
salt is
Brilliant.
life. Needs more sunshine. Guys, just let me read out this from Teahouse. It's good advice. Sometimes when you're in a bit of a burnout, whether it be with comics or whatever, you just need some time away from the hobby or find something to watch to refan the flames. Yeah, good advice, mate.
Yeah.
That's what Fearmonic was saying that in my Slack as well. He was talking about it. You know, it's fine to have some time away when you're feeling a bit like,
For me, I go back to the books that I love to read. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, in
yeah.
the fantasy series, and for me, I mean, like I'm doing that with Howard. I restarted with Howard because I read through all the Robert Jordans, and then I read the SM Sterling books. Titan is putting out some novelizations now that are kind of hit or miss, but you know, I go back to the Sistine Chapel of low fantasy, and that being, you know, Howard and Howard's original Conan, and it's a soul cleanser, it's a palate cleanser.
How about you, Zaxx? Any advice for when you're feeling a bit burned out with everything? Well, not everything. But
I would say like try to go outside your comfort zone, and then also look for things that are like what you know you like that maybe you haven't seen. You have to go deep. I guess, pun intended. Sometimes to find stuff,
deep,
but it's worth it. I've gone back. So what I've done actually quite a bit now is I will go back and watch stuff that I missed from, like, I would say 2014 to like 2017, and there's some really good series in there, especially like limited series, 1-season shows, like Night Manager, for example. And I've never seen it. I go back and this is fucking good. I like it, and it's over. The Night Manager with
the Night Manager, right? I've heard of it. Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
But that's what I do. I go look for stuff that's made in a time when I liked stuff. That's that's like something I might enjoy now.
It's the same thing with fantasy and science fiction shows. Something that I thought was, oh, that looks dumb, and I never gave it a chance.
Yes.
Like, I go back and I'm watching it, and it's like you can hold like two things at once in your brain. You can go, this is not as good as all the other shows that came out when you said, Zaxx, like let's say 2010 through like 2017, but it is still okay, and it is light years ahead of we are now, and it's for the same reasons you just said. It's got good characters, it's got good morality, there's good and evil, there's hot chicks with their boobs out. I mean, like, all of these things are important. You know,
well, sorry, we talked about it, me and you. We went a bit of a 1980s deep dive, didn't we, going back to watch the movies, you know, just like random comedies that you've not seen in years from the 80s, and even crappy movies are good.
I was watching Spinal Tap when I saw you came on YouTube. I paused it. I just like, well,
I need to rewatch that. Yeah,
anything by John Carpenter. Honestly, every week I'll like watch a different John Carpenter movie, and you know, there's a couple dogs in there, but you know, I The Fog to me is like, it is so zen, and I know we talked about it in Halloween a couple years ago, but like, just watching these movies and then appreciating lighting and set dressing and the fact, a big thing, it's going to sound funny, is this is the way I remember hot girls looking when I was younger, you know, when I was a teenager. And I still find girls from the 80s in these movies infinitely hotter than any 20-something running around right now, with the exception of Sydney Sweeney. And it's not no, but hear me out on Sydney Sweeney. And
Sydney,
the best,
she's gorgeous.
But here's why it doesn't have to be her. Why I think I'm attracted, well, I wouldn't say that. Why I think Sydney Sweeney is attractive is she reminds me of the kind of girl that I would go hit on a bar, and if my game was good, I would end up getting a number. And then if my game was good, we'd go out to dinner and maybe get a kiss. And if my game was good, by third date, you know, I'm on third base. That was the level of girl that I was used to going out with, because the way that Sydney Sweeney looks, if you take away all the flashy dresses, there were plenty of women who looked like that in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But you didn't know that. You did not know that until you got the sweater off, or you got whatever they were wearing off.
So seeing her in that jeans advert, it took me back to the 80s.
That's what I'm saying.
It looks so good.
But that's what I'm saying. You look at Sydney Sweeney and you see feminine, which does not mean weak, does not mean subservient. And I think that's why I like these 80s movies too, is just all these women.
She's not afraid of it. She's not afraid
to
flaunt it.
Normal.
It's cool.
That woman has more power than Ms. Marvel, any of these ridiculous archetype boss girls. She doesn't have to be a man to be powerful.
No.
You know?
The femme fatale, you know, back in the old days, they had the power because they were fucking gorgeous and they knew how to use it, you know.
Look at Lauren Bacall in a movie like Key West. She just, with a look or with her snark, can slay every gangster in the room who's holding a gun to somebody's head. That's real power, and that's the power of the mature feminine, you know?
Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. This has been awesome. Should we just end it where we are?
I want to show you something I've been doing. I think you guys might enjoy it. Ooh. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to
do it, Zaxx.
If I can share with you people.
Is it naughty? I don't care.
No, not at all. It's on. So my Wednesday show, I'm doing I call it Cinema Clash. That's what we're kind of doing right now. And so what we've done, and this has helped me find new stuff to watch that I've never seen before, or that I've didn't maybe appreciate at the time. But so what it is we had 1992 versus 1995 was this week. We have brackets. It's tournament style, and each year we settle on 3 movies from these categories for the year. So, and then they face off against the other year. I did it like a complex seeded system with brackets, like a tournament, a Sweet 16 setup. So last week we had 95 Braveheart, Ghost in the Shell, 12 Monkeys, Strange Days, but we ended up with like Unforgiven, Reservoir Dogs, and Glengarry Glen Ross against Usual Suspects, Casino, and Crimson Tide. And that was like...
Those are good lineups. And there's the logic behind what you're doing that actually
difficult
makes a lot of
choices,
sense.
man. Wow. How'd you call it? Fucking hell.
It's so hard. And people argue.
So great discussions, yeah? It leads to good discussions, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah. We had somebody who hated John Wick on, and there was a John Wick week where he was up, and it was like, we got into like a long thing about actually rating John Wick as a film and as a story and then as a franchise, and it was like kind of out of nowhere. And so the panelists help nominate all these, and then the chat votes on each category. And
that's wonderful.
95
that's wonderful.
Won 4-2 against 90.
That's
against
cool.
92.
Cool idea.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at the animated lineup. The animation in randos.
So the poor God also.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aladdin, Christmas Carol, Toy Story, Jumanji.
Do you remember that? Do you remember and this is why I say what I do about modern entertainment. It's because you can go back through, let's just step out of the...
Pick a random year, okay? Yeah.
Well, just go through the 90s.
Yeah.
I remember there being a lot of shit in the 90s, and it started probably in the mid to late 90s, but there were still some great regular movies, and you get like a dozen great movies per year,
Yes.
And that is undeniable. And some of these movies, like Wine, have gotten better because we were so spoiled by what became earlier, say in the 80s, that we didn't maybe want to give some of these other things a chance. But there are so many good one-off movies, especially in the science fiction vein, that I was really a harsh critic of then, because they didn't compare to John Carpenter or Star Wars or Star Trek. But now you look at them just in isolation, and they meet all the criteria we've talked about, with great characters, great special effects are okay, but awesome cinematography, compelling stories, and I love this idea.
And like, it's an embarrassment of riches when you go back and actually look at these years, like 7, Heat, in The Prophecy, which was an argument there for that one.
Yeah.
Thriller.
Yeah.
But that was a fight, but I loved it too, so it's there. Usually, like, these are just, it's insane. This was tougher year for horror thriller, but this one comedy, My Cousin Vinny, Wayne's World, League of Their Own.
I can't stand A League of Her Own, but like, I remember going to see Wayne's movie in the movie theater. I remember going to see My Cousin
Mallrats, Clueless. Great stuff, man.
Yeah. I remember going to see Unforgiven in the theater, knew nothing about it. I was in college and just had my mind blown.
Oh, man. Lots of options. So anyway, I wanted to talk, because I thought you guys might enjoy that, and it's something that has helped me think about new things to watch. And now I've heard other people are watching stuff they had never seen, even though Leon watched... He watched what was it? Glengarry Glen Ross, and he doesn't like it. He's like, that's a dumb movie. Why was that nominated? Like, well, people argued for it, so that's why.
Yeah. But we can all sit here and we can disagree about entertainment. We can disagree about what was great from the 80s. I still can't stand Battle from Beyond the Stars, and I know there's people who think it's so great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seriously, and the same thing with 90s movies. People either love or hate The Crow. It's funny.
Yeah,
just some of these movies.
I rewatched Beverly Hills Cop. It's an absolute classic, but Even 2, which is not as good as the first one, but Beverly Cop 2 was actually really good. It was better than I remembered.
It was really good. It was good. 3 though is dead to me. 3 is dead to me. I never need to see it again. So yeah. You know what's funny is I was dicking around on Amazon, or not Amazon. Well, yeah, but I wanted to watch X-Men, one of the X-Men movies for free somewhere, and I didn't want to go to the pirate sites or whatever because the copies weren't so great. But I was like, I just picked up, the 6 or 8 Blu-ray copy of all of the remastered X-Men movies from the 90s, and it was used for like $15 shipped. So it's like I haven't watched the first X-Men movie probably in 15 years, and it's like I cannot wait to go back and watch movies like that, and not for nostalgia, but because at a certain point, maybe I'll remember the cadence and all the other stuff, but because I remember loving the characters and loving the story. I don't remember what it was, but it's like it's so impactful to have those things, even if it's just this sort of like fleeting memory of it. But I just I'm not negative, but what I am is I am extraordinarily protective and extraordinarily suspicious of not at all.
Salty. I feel jaded, mate.
Well, I am very suspicious of anything that pretends to be something it's not or tries to re-educate me on something. Like, I don't need it. I'm 55 years old. I know when the world worked a lot better than it does now. And the reason why it doesn't work right now is because they don't want it to. So I am going to defend my psyche from all of that shit. Okay?
It'll come back.
Nothing negative
It'll come back
about
again.
that.
It'll get better. It's like it's a wave. Things will improve. Before we finish, so anything recent, anything like that's out now, I often get good recommendations from Zaxx. I don't watch a lot of current series. Anything that you think's really good at the moment that's fairly new?
For series, I'm watching Chief of War and covering it actually with Steve, Prophet of Dragon.
Chief of War.
What do you guys think? My telephone blew up. I got 80 messages from Steve and Nathan and Alex talking about that. How is it? What do you think of it?
So far, it's good. I would say this episode is going to be so we've seen the first 3. Episode 4, it could absolutely go off the rails.
Bait and switch.
It's there to happen. Yeah. So, but I've liked a lot of how it's been done. It's mostly in Hawaiian the first 2 episodes, which is that I got used to and actually kind of liked. And the action has been. There was a point when it was a bit silly looking because, like, it looked like the other army was retarded. They made no sense what they were doing, and then it came out later that they were farmers that weren't supposed to be fighting, so they didn't know what they were doing. But yeah, so the stuff is sort of explained, and he does lasso and ride a shark. So you
okay,
it's best if you watch it as fantasy.
Okay, as opposed to historical epic.
Yeah. These are people. These are historical people, and the general events happened the way that they did, is my understanding. But it's you can have to watch it like a fantasy.
Pretty awesome costume, Zaxx. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So it's magical realism, is what it is.
Yes, that's it. So, yes, that's perfect.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that. If it's good, if it's well made. Cool. Okay, thanks for the rec.
And if you like butt cheeks, you can
all day long on women. All day long on women.
Well,
then hard pass on the butt cheeks, then, Zaxx. I'm sorry.
So the one concern is for episode 3. Apparently, one of the characters is gay.
Well,
he wasn't gay in real life.
Warrior culture. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
So why did they add that into it? I don't care, but that's a warning that how things could possibly go.
Well, it's that 3rd or 4th episode bait and switch. How many times have we seen it?
Yes.
And I hope that's not the case. I hope it continues to be good.
So. I was surprised the white guys weren't the bad guys.
You guys hear anything about Alien Earth?
Oh shit, it's terrible.
Is it
good?
I heard it looks good. That's about it. It looks good. And that's the only
Did you like it? Zaxx, did you watch it?
I know. I watched the first 10 minutes.
That's what I mean.
Was that enough?
I was out.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, it's It's how, I mean, for the millionth time, how can you take this wonderful IP and all you have to do is you just have to do okay and we're gonna love it. You just have to do okay. We can't even do that. You can't even do that. So yeah.
Well, here's the thing though, is that John Campea loves it. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
There you go.
Who?
Who? No,
I'm joking.
I just got home from Weapons. I watched Weapons tonight at the theater.
Everybody's telling me it's
how
good.
was that?
What did you think?
It's number
disappointing,
one, isn't it?
For me.
Number one in UK and USA.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid
Maybe
of.
I'm a dummy and I just didn't understand some of it, but a lot of it just didn't seem to make sense. The characters, I didn't like really any of them, and I don't really like how they told the story. Like it's chapter version salty, and what they do is it's just a different perspective of almost the same events.
Okay.
And so
go ahead.
You could cut two of those people out entirely. You didn't need them in the story. You didn't need to see their perspective at all, and it just felt like that dragged the middle out. The last act was good.
You know, Purple, I was talking to Purple Valkyrie about that because we were talking about watching that on the high seas, and she's like, she saw his first movie, and I forget the name of the director, but he apparently did, Barbarian or Berserker or whatever the hell it's called, and she said she liked it, and so we'll see. And normally I trust Purple's judgment with movies, so, you know. But I'm going to take your opinion under advisement as well, you know.
I would say watch it. It's worth watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd heard so many glowing reviews.
Is it scary?
Me too. Me too, Zaxx. And I'm like, seriously? Like, everybody's telling me this is great. And I'm like, they did that with 28 years later. And then I wanted to blow my brains out, like, in the parking lot. But it's like, we'll find out. I hope this is good. I just want it to be pretty good, you know?
Same here.
Yeah. It's enjoyable.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Nice one, guys. Well, thanks a lot for coming on. Thanks for joining me. You have cheered me up, believe it or not. You have.
We're holly jolly. We're like Santa's goddamn elves over there, you sad sack.
I might even read some comics again next week. I might try and get back into it. I might even make a review again.
Look at Escape. Check out Escape, number one.
Yeah, check out Escape. Okay.
I think it's Remander. Check that out. And you don't have to pay for it, but I'd look at that. And there's a new book by Schmalke. I think something about the witches and the worm. I bought that number one. Schmalke's an acquired taste. He's on his third season now of 7 Years of Darkness, which you either love or hate. And it's like a darker, weirder, more Machiavellian sort of Witcher without the Witcher. We'll say it like that. So,
also do check out the sequel. I think only issue one's been out so far. Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees. I think it's called Rites of Spring. Issue 1 dropped last month. It was really good. I forgot about that. And that's a shout out to Fearmonic if you're still there. He recommended that the first series to me ages ago. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Zaxx. It's like Cuddly Animals does Dexter, serial killer thing. It's really weird.
Okay.
And it actually works. It's really well done. Okay. I'm just going to stop the stream. I'm just typing it in the chat. Nobody sees. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. With that, let's end the stream.